if your question is to if we are the owners of the land, yes, we are the owners of the land.
What makes you owners of the land, really? Are you the Alodia owners, original owners? Because here we have some families claiming ownership over the same land, one being the Koli Way people, and the other being the New Dainto family.
The ONAMROKOR family are the owners of those, or that area, covering an area from Alajo all the way to KWABENYA. Now, these documents or indentures that covers the land were obtained for the ONAMROKOR family somewhere around 1930, 1931 through a document where government had to pay compensation called acquisition plan. The ONAMROKOR family won the cases at the court, claiming the compensation. And per our map, there are certain areas such as the police depot at Tesano, the rail lines through Domi, which was all paid to ONAMROKOR family, indicating that they are the owners of the land. 1229, which is also registered at the Lands Commission, and that if you do any search around their boundary, you will see that judgment recorded.
Okay, but then they've also mentioned that compensation was paid to their family. So if on that same said land, compensation has been paid to them, then it tells us that they have somewhat been considered to be owners of the land, for which the due compensation was given to them.
They were only paid crop compensation, can be authenticated at the Lands Commission to indicate what really were they paid for. We challenge the Lands Commission and any other persons that have that document, and if it's possible, we will provide it, that they were not paid as owners of the land. So now, Dainto do not, nor the Queen Mother, if she is, has no basis to claim that land.
In 2008, the government developed a policy to give back to owners lands government had acquired but could not utilize. When the policy was developed, many people made claims on this atomic land. And so it became necessary for us as owners to take the Lands Commission to court to determine who is actually the owner of the land government is sitting on for atomic energy. In the end, it was proved in court that the land actually belongs to ONAMROKOR family. Since then, nobody has said anything anymore. But what happened rather was that in 2010 or something, Odanto went to court against Lands Commission. Bese also joined the fray. And we therefore also what? Joined the fray in court. The result was that they could not even file their documents. Bese did not come forward. Odanto also did not come forward. And so ONAMROKOR is fully and completely established as the owner of Dome land. If they have anything to do, let them do it. But as my brother said, we have judgments all over. Several cases and several judgments against claimants of ONAMROKOR family land called Dome land. We have won them all.
They were allowed to farm on the land. So yes, when government was taking the land, like has been said, among all those families who owned the land, who went to claim compensation, government then did not give compensation, but gave compensation to them for their crops, like has been said. They have gone to challenge, they are like hopping from one place to another, seeking lands to devour. They've gone to Hachu, wanting to claim their land. They took them to court. They were thrown out. They went to which other family again? Naaman. They wanted to claim Naaman land. They took them to court. So they are just hoping to get land, fight you. If you are not strong enough, then they take your land. That's all that Udainto has been doing. They have no basis as far back as 1904 judgments that we have and so on. They are not even near Domi KWABENYA lands.
In all of this, what I would like to add on behalf of the family is that such matters are resolved or completed at the courts, and therefore whether there's a res judicata which obviously determines finality to cases. Our matter with Bese, Kole, and Odainto or any other person that claims ownership of that land has been settled. If anybody does not understand it and wishes to pursue it, the matter should go to court. We are ready to provide all the documents that we have to settle the matters. If the Metro TV would like, we will also be willing to furnish all documents that they could investigate to find out from Lands Commission if we are in possession of the land pair document. A judgment that was had for and on behalf of ONAMROKOR ADAIN family, which was a suit number L441/99, and all was consolidated, and it was for Carl Joseph Reindorf and others versus Attorney General Phyto Riker, Geo Pharmaceuticals, Atahamon Tetekwaku, head of ONAMROKOR ADAIN family, the occupants of Gang, Bese, and Kolis Tools versus Georg Pharmaceuticals and Phyto Riker Pharmaceuticals Limited. Gang District Assembly Amasama, the developments of property, land of Phyto Riker Pharmaceuticals, DOMI. And in the judgment, it says that the principle echoed above should end the dispute between the three stools and the ONAMROKOR ADAIN family over the ownership of the DOMI land. The reason simply is that as to ownership was first resolved by Justice Hall in 1930 when he adjudged that compensation for land acquired by the government at DOMI be paid to the ONAMROKOR ADAIN family. This was followed by a decision by Sir Walter Harrington, Chief Justice, in 1945, who also adjudged that ONAMROKOR ADAIN family was entitled to compensation for land acquired at DOMI. Then there was the 1962 Supreme Court decision which affirmed that DOMI land was owned by the ONAMROKOR ADAIN family. The dispute over ownership of DOMI land ought to end with this judgment, else the three stools will be seen as abusing the court, and signed by Justice Mafusau of the High Court.
A quick one before we wrap up. This was a question posted earlier by a concerned Gadangbe person based in the diaspora, I think United States, to say about the fact that usually when government acquired lands are given to the original owners, fair enough, it is a family land for which it's been given back to you. But when the lands are given to the families, then given to private developers at the expense of family members in no time, and then the members of the family do not, or the benefit doesn't then reflect among family members, and we know the case of many Ga indigenes now, the lands gone and all that. It appears you are towing the same path.
Well, in our case, I beg to differ. Dr. C. Reindorf, who was once the head of the ONAMROKOR ADAIN family, leased portions of the land around 1955 and 57 to CFC. Today in Tesano and in Domi, we have CFC estates. That's about more than perhaps 600 houses. And it was done so that the benefit will go to the entire family. We sit here from different houses, representing different houses, and we are beneficiaries of these things. So as a matter of fact, if we gave part of a land to an estate developer, it is in the same vein that we are following, making sure that monies do come, shared appropriately, and develop the families.